Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's makeup look. I recreated one of her looks for Halloween. I did it with my fairy makeup. I'm gonna insert a photo here. I think the makeup looks so cute and I wanted to recreate a different one of her looks. She has such a distinctive fairy tale, fairy type style of makeup that just makes the user just look so cute and so adorable. And every time I've ever done the makeup style, it just looks so freaking cute and I love looking cute. So we're gonna try to recreate that today. This is the inspiration photo for today's makeup look. Again, it's just so adorable. It always seems like she uses a flower for reference for the makeup. Either way, it's so cute and I just love the way that this makeup looks on me. And a lot of people have been requesting really cutesy makeup. So let's go again. Make sure you subscribe to my page and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified when I upload next. And then I've actually solidified it. My announcement for December will be made on the 28th of this month. So please stay tuned for that announcement for December. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys have been thinking of all of these looks so far. I've been having so much fun playing with makeup and it's just seeing my face with all of these different makeup styles just makes me so happy. And let me know if you guys have been recreating any of the makeup, and if you have, you can either tag me, post it on your story on Instagram and then tag me in it so that I can see it. So if you're excited to see how this turns out, please keep watching. For my contact lenses today, going in with the Olens Glowy Eyeliner in Golden Olive. These are such a really pretty contact lenses. They make the eyes look really nice and bright and really big. I love the eyeliner effect. It just makes the eyes twinkle a little extra and it's very suitable for this fairy makeup. To cleanse the skin, going in with La Roche-Posay's Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. This one is for normal to dry skin. This is soap-free, sulfate-free, and fragrance-free. It also has ceramide 3 and niacinamide, so it's very hydrating on the skin and not stripping while it cleans. To tone, going to go in with Pharmacy's Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner. I love using this product. It really helps lighten the overall appearance of my skin when it comes to my dark spots and discoloration, because I don't want to have to wear as much makeup. If I can reduce the appearance of any of my imperfections or my blemishes like this does, it's always a product that I am going to keep reaching for. As sort of a skin treatment, going to go in with this serum. This is the Face Shop's Rice Water Bright Vegan Serum. This feels so hydrating and really thirst quenching on the skin. I love going with this product. It is very lightweight and gives me a nice layer of hydration. For my under eye, using La Roche-Posay's Dermalegro Eyes Eye Cream. This is a really nice lightweight eye cream. I feel like it gives me another nice layer of hydration on the skin and aids that moisture so that my under eye doesn't feel as dry, so that the makeup goes over it really nice and smoothly. For my moisturizer, I'm taking the Then I Met You Boing Boing Bounce Cream. This just feels so lightweight and hydrating on the skin. It is vitamin C, halobong, ceramides, squalane, and omega fatty acids. So it's literally so good for the skin. It just makes it feel so nice, hydrated, and it also helps to seal in all the hydration from the rest of the products. For my sunscreen today, going in with the Unlecia Niacinamide Banana Sun Serum. I've been loving this. I've used it a couple of times with my makeup. It's so lightweight while still adding a nice layer of moisture and protection for the sun in your skin. And I love how well this blends out. For my lips, taking the Then I Met You Honeydew Lip Mask. It's very hydrating, again, very thirst quenching. And I feel because it's been so dry recently, I've been needing some extra help when I'm doing my makeup. And this lip mask is the perfect addition. The first step of the priming process, I love going in with the setting spray. And today I'm using the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. This is really hydrating. It just helps lock in moisture. And it's a really nice layer of hydration over the skin. And one of the fun facts about this product is that it helps minimize the appearance of your pores. And I really feel that my flawless makeup application that happens whenever I use this product is probably largely attributed to that. To prime, going in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. I'm going to take this in my T-zone and really try to cancel out any texture that you see. It literally blurs the skin so beautifully and I love the way that this looks and applies with the rest of the makeup. Going to go in with the Milani Cosmetics Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in Natural Sand. I'm going to take this over my dark spots, on my bags, any place that I have discoloration and my burn scar. And I love using this as a layer of color correction for my foundation, just kind of like flawlessly go over top of. Unleasia's Satin Wear Healthy Grain Cushion in the shade 35 in Toffee as my foundation. I'm going to use this to even out my skin tone. I love sometimes just going in over top of where I put that concealer that I used to color correct with this foundation. It makes my skin look so blurred and very flawless, and it like takes out an extra step of blending because I use this product to help blend out all that concealer, and again it just makes my base look so flawless. To contour, using the Made by Mitchell Curve Case in Deep, taking the shade Shaded and Laid, I'm going to use that on my temples, on my cheekbones, a jawline, lower lip, as well as to do a nose contour. I'm going to use that just to make my nose look a little more defined, and her tip of her nose is pretty rounded, so I'm going to do a similar vibe. First, going in with the BK Beauty 101 brush, I'm going to use that to buff out the contour on my temples, on my cheekbones, on my jawline. It blends everything out really nice and seamlessly and makes it look really nice and blended with the foundation. Using the flat side of this double-sided brush, I'm going to use that to blend out my nose contour. Do a lot of patting motions, making sure it's nice and blended into the foundation. It just makes the overall appear of the nose contour look more seamless with the rest of the face. To highlight and lift the face, going in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Medium Olive. Going to take that under my eyes, along the sides to lift, down my nose, my upper lip, my chin, as well as on my forehead. I'm going to place this a little on the sides of my nose just to like help that area be brought more to the forefront of the face. Then taking the shade Pale on the center of my face, my inner corner, and then just slightly on the center of my face, like my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, and my chin. And I'm going to use that to brighten and add some extra emphasis to the concealer because I just want those areas to be really bright as like the main focal points of my face. First, using the BK Beauty 109 brush to blend out my chin, upper lip, the sides of my nose, and my forehead. This blends everything out so nicely. It makes really like quick work of it, and it just makes it look so nice and seamless with the rest of the makeup. Then using BK Beauty's A506 brush on my under eye as well as my nose to buff that out and get that nice and blended again with that foundation and contour. It makes it really quickly blend out, and it just makes the skin look very flawless. Also from the Curve Case, going into the shade Cowlick as my cream blush. I'm going to put that on my cheeks really softly, on my nose, and on my chin. I love putting blush on my forehead, but I'm not going to this time, and I'm just going to concentrate it on my cheeks, nose, and chin. To blend that out, going in with this Momo's Workshop Triangular Blending Sponge to buff that into the skin, and again to help that look really nice and seamless with the rest of the makeup. Now that I'm done with the cream products, going to go in with another layer of setting spray to set all of them. It just makes the surface of my skin look really nice and well blended, and I really love doing this step. Kaleido's Makeup Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Medium. I'm going to use the darker of those contour powders on a Morphe M527 brush to go ahead and set all of that cream contour. I love the color payoff. It just makes the skin look really nice and blurred. Taking the fluffy side of this double-sided brush, going to use that to blend out my nose contour and set it and make it look really nice and seamless. I love again this color payoff, and it just like blends it really nicely with the rest of the makeup. From that same palette, going in with the pressed powder to set all of the rest of my face on a Momo's Workshop Powder Puff. I love using this to just go ahead and make the face look really nice and blurred, blends everything in together, and just makes my face look really nice and seamless. For my powder blush, going in with the FlowerKnows Strawberry Rococo blush in the shade Berry Mary. This is a really pretty rich strawberry berry shade. I'm just going to put that on my cheeks using this FlowerKnows blush brush, and on my nose as well as on my chin, and just make those areas look really nice and flush, and really center that like bulk of the blush on the center of each area because hers are really like stand outish just in the centers. To highlight, going in with the FlowerKnows Little Angel Collection highlighter in Paradise Lost. I'm going to use it on just like a random highlighter brush. Take that on the very tip of my nose, in between my eyes, slightly on my forehead, the high points of my cheeks, as well as on my upper lip. One final layer of the NYX Bare With Me spray all over the skin to set all of the rest of the makeup. It just makes my skin look really nice and flawless. NYX Blade in Shade in the shade Espresso to do a nice and straight brow. She has like softly like airbrush brows, so I'm going to use this brow pencil to sort of mimic a similar effect for a nice straight brow. To keep my brow hairs in place, going to go in with the Unleasia Sharper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer in Clear. I'm just going to brush these through my brow hairs, and then again they just make them look nice and straight and stayed in place. Using Ryan's Freckled Liquid Air Cushion in Saddle Brown, going to use this to do some faint freckles across the center of my face, on my nose, and on my cheeks. These look really nice and natural, and then I'm gonna go in with my finger to just help soften and blend those out. Milani Stay Put Tank Liner in the shade Brown to go over a couple of my moles to really nicely accentuate them. I love using brown for my moles because I feel like it's really similar to the color, and black would just feel like it would be a little too harsh. Using the FlowerKnows Strawberry Cupid Collection palette as well as the Louise Wedding Wish palettes today. Taking Ring on it on a fluffy blending brush, putting that all in my crease and really working that out. Using a small fluffy brush, going to take the shade Wifey on my lower lash line to really smoke that area out. On a short shader brush, taking the shade Endless Love, and I'm going to put that on my lid to cut my crease, and then taking a short packing brush, going to put that on my lower lash line to highlight that, and then as well as to add some emphasis around the eye. Then that FlowerKnows palette, going to go in with this lovely pink shade on this flat brush. I'm gonna put that all over my lid to really add some color to that area. And then taking a short shader brush, I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. Taking NYX Whipped Cream on this small Morphe brush, I'm going to use that to highlight my inner corner. To line my tight line, going in with the Alicia Easy Glide Flat Eyeliner in the shade Deep Black. To get that as high as I can up into my tight line and just flick it out a little bit because I'm not going in with any liquid liner for this look. Then for my lower lash line, going in with the Alicia Easy Glide Flat Eyeliner in Mood Brown. I'm going to use that to add a little emphasis to that lower lash line and just make it stand out as like a dropped new lower lash line. BBIA Last Powder Pencil in the shade Banana Milk on my waterline to highlight and add some emphasis and just open the eye up, and it just makes the eye look a little wider. Shiseido Lash Curler to curl my lashes to prep them for mascara. Lancome Lash Idol Flutter Extension in black. I'm going to use that to coat my upper and my lower lashes, get them really nice and prepped for false lashes, and again, they just help to make my eye look more open, which is the overall goal for this look. For my lashes, going to pop on the pair of these nice spiky lashes. They're very flattering on. Again, they make the eye look really open, and they're very indicative of the style with like the really like spiked points on the lashes. Taking the LA Colors Gel Lip Liner in the shade Fetching, going to use that to accentuate my Cupid's bow to make that area look really nice and pouty, and then I'm going to use that on my lower lip to make that fuller and also a little pouty as well. For my gloss, going in with the Alicia Sunset Dazzle Gloss Bomb in the shade Bondi. This is a really pretty pink gloss. It is light enough to where it doesn't deposit too much color, but it gives you a really nice glossy look. So then lastly, I'm going to go in and highlight my face with this glitter. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to link it down below. And I'm just going to put that a little bit on my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, on the tip, slightly around the eyes, and a little on my Cupid's bow. So this is the look completed. I think it turned out really cute. I literally, like, I love the face so much. So I'm going to go ahead and do my hair and change, and I'll be right back. But this is the look completed with the hair done. I forgot that this wig had a Hime cut, and it's like really sickening. I love it so much. And I feel like I don't utilize a Hime cut as much as I could be utilizing it, so I will be like loving this wig all through December. Look at this, look at it. Oh my god, I love it so much. The makeup turned out really cute. I think it looks really pretty on the skin, and with the haircut it just looks super flattering on me. I feel like I don't use glitter as much as I should because that just looks really pretty in the light, like with the glitter. And I feel like I always have a really good time recreating her makeup looks. They just always look so cute on me. Comment down below letting me know what you guys think of this look. I feel like it really turned out so cute. Like, I'm the older sister of my Halloween costume. My elf ears are right here, so I'm actually gonna pop them on just to see what it looks like. I'm just like the older sister. Hime cut older sister. Older sister with a Hime cut. It's so cute. I get why people like wearing elf ears, like just in general. It's so cute. If you want to recreate this fairy makeup look, please post it to your story and tag me in it. I would love to see your recreations. I don't know, I haven't been doing that. Like, if you recreate a makeup look I do, please go ahead and tag me as you post it to your story. I really would love to see it, and I will repost as many as I can. The announcement for December will be up soon. It should be up in 2 videos on the 28th, so please stay tuned for that. Please make sure you subscribe to my page and turn on your push notifications so you can be notified when I upload really cute looks like this. I've been loving all the makeup I've been doing this month. Let me know which one has been your favorite look, and if there's any look that you want to see in December, go ahead and leave me a photo inspiration in Instagram, like DM me a photo and I'll try to recreate it. There's a lot of exciting things happening this December. I can't think of anything else I want to say, so I'm going to go ahead and cue that montage.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play
time. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string.